My stepsisters locked me in the freezer because I don't belong at their dinner table. So I got them locked up. Why did my stepsisters lock me in the freezer during Thanksgiving? The timer on my phone said 7 minutes. That's how long a person could survive in a commercial freezer before hypothermia set in. I'd been in here for 3. It started as their usual game. Clara and Sophie, my stepsisters, had been locking me out of family dinners for years. Tonight was different. Tonight, instead of locking me out, they'd locked me in. Very funny, I called through the door, trying to keep my voice steady. Dinner's starting, we know. Sophie's voice was muffled through the steel. We're eating without you, as usual. The freezer was in the basement, part of my stepmom's catering business. Industrial grade, minus 10 degrees. My breath came out in white clouds. This isn't like locking me out of the dining room, I said, already shivering. This is dangerous. Clara laughed. Stop being dramatic. We'll let you out in 20 minutes. After we eat. 20 minutes. At minus 10 degrees. In jeans and a sweater. I'll tell Dad. Dad's carving the turkey. Mom's serving wine. They think you're at your friend's house. Remember? You texted them. My phone. They'd taken it when they shoved me in here. Sent a message saying I wasn't coming to dinner. 4 minutes now. My fingers were already numb. I pounded on the door. The steel ate the sound. The freezer was soundproof. Designed to muffle the compressor noise. No one upstairs would hear me screaming. Please. My teeth chattered. This isn't funny anymore. Neither were you trying to sit at our table last week. Sophie said. You need to learn your place. 5 minutes. The shivering was violent now. My body is trying to generate heat, using up energy I didn't have because I hadn't eaten since breakfast, waiting for this dinner. I found a rack of frozen steaks and tried to use it to break the door handle. The metal burned my hands with cold. The handle didn't budge. 6 minutes. I couldn't feel my feet anymore. Clara! I screamed. Sophie! Nothing. They'd gone upstairs. I searched the freezer desperately. No emergency release. This was an old model from the 90s. No tools, just frozen meat and ice cream and me, slowly freezing to death while my family ate turkey upstairs. 7 minutes. The shivering stopped. That was bad. That meant my body was starting to shut down. I had to stay conscious, had to keep moving. I did jumping jacks, but my legs felt like concrete. My lungs burned with each breath of frozen air. That's when I saw it, the temperature alarm. Old freezers had them in case the power failed and food might spoil. A little red button behind a plastic cover. I stumbled toward it, crashed into a shelf. Frozen chickens tumbled around me. My fingers were too numb to work properly. I used my elbow to smash the plastic cover, hit the button. An alarm shrieked through the house. Not just a beep, a screaming, continuous wail that meant thousands of dollars of frozen food were at risk. I heard running footsteps, shouting. The door flew open. My stepmother stood there, furious. What did you? I collapsed forward out of the freezer onto the basement floor. Couldn't stop shaking. Couldn't speak. Oh my God, that was my dad. She's hypothermic. Call 911. She set off the alarm on purpose. Clara said quickly. We were just playing. You locked her in the freezer? Dad's voice was deadly quiet. For like 2 minutes. The timer shows 8 minutes, someone said. My vision was blurry, but I think it was my uncle. The alarm logs it. The paramedic said my core temperature was 94 degrees. Another 5 minutes and I would have had organ failure. The police took statements. Clara and Sophie claimed it was a prank gone wrong. They didn't know it was dangerous. They were going to let me out, but I'd recorded them on my phone earlier that day, planning it. She won't last 10 minutes, Sophie had said, but she'll definitely learn her lesson. They were charged with attempted murder, pled down to assault, community service and probation because they were good kids from a good family who made a poor decision. My stepmother divorced my father 6 months later, said she couldn't forgive him for choosing me over her daughters. He chose me too late, but at least he finally chose. I still can't eat frozen food, still panic in the walk-in coolers, still wake up sometimes feeling that burning cold, but I'm alive, and they're in my phone as attempted murder 1 and attempted murder 2. Because that's what you call family that tries to kill you over a seat at the table. The next Thanksgiving, I ate with friends. They saved me a seat. They waited for me to arrive before starting, and the door stayed open the whole time.